Hey, everybody. It is Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset, Ava Cherie. It is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2019. I had an interesting day today and I just wanted to share. I just could not come off of the natural high and elevation of serving today. And when I got home, I won't say that I was restless in my spirit, but I felt like God was outpouring to me what the message was, just not for others, but for myself as well. And how you're really used, even when you feel tapped out, you're tired, or you haven't had the most attention to the things you need, but instead you still was going to take on more tasks in other areas of your life. And sometimes we don't even know how we muster up the strength to do it. As I was trying to debrief, something came to me, and I'm going to share this food for your soul quote. It is a mindfulness quote on self-sabotage. It's simple. Don't stop before you even start. If you punch out before you put time in, you'll never know how great your purpose is. Something just kept overflowing and then down into my mind and my spirit as to what my takeaway was for my mentee and mentor relationship today. God was assigning me and nudging me to go towards and sow into someone today and spend time in ministry that way, building and encouraging one another up face to face. But he didn't send me in a corrective measure, a corrective posture. What it is we have to be in obedience to listen to what the intent is for that purpose of that meeting. So a lot of times when you think about mental health awareness and child suicide and things of those natures, body shame and cyberbullying, it's the things that are unsaid that is for certain an issue and an alert that we need to take notice to try to hone in on those things, to sharpen the tools of coping, conflict resolution, so that they can start to build and restore their faith and hope in people first, and then themselves, and in God, and then build these building blocks to push and go towards achievable, attainable goals. And in my caption tonight, I have to read, some people are so quick or would rather succumb to obvious ills in life to the point where we can't live outside of our pain, even when we're far removed. Sometimes we tend to talk ourselves out of things, and we'd rather talk ourselves out of things instead of investing in ourselves for the things that we say we love, the things that we know how to do naturally, organically, that comes easy to us, that are our gifts, our skills and abilities. We would rather stay stuck on auto replay of all the things that hurt us, that prevented us from going from one phase and stage in life to the other a certain way, to today not even trying to conceptualize what's attainable, even in a new environment that's not harming us anymore, in a new environment that is not negative, toxic to us. But instead, we want to push auto replay all the time, reliving that movie of pain, abuse, deprivation, all of those things that starve your drive to stay alive. And I'm going to continue to talk about mental health awareness because it's a day-to-day issue, topic, affliction, spirit. It's a continual thing that hovers over, that is assisting these other things of doubt and depression and all of these things that take on a life of its own, where we can't even realize that those memories don't even deserve the cost that we're paying to hit replay. You're going to continue to pay the cost to watch a movie that has never reaped a harvest or a reward in your life. You're going to continue to pay the cost to sacrifice your feelings, to rehash those things that was beat upon you, that you have now been spared from, that you have been taken out of. You're going to continue to spend your time seeking where the next venue is, or the next avenue, or the next path you can take to get back to that kind of place, instead of stepping back and saying, why can't I spend that much more time investing in myself? It sounds good and it sounds easy. We all know that it is not. When you're broken pieces and there's sharp, jarred edges, and you keep cutting yourself, self-sabotaging yourself, self-mutilating yourself as a way of coping. It's easier said than done, but you have to start recounting the days that you wish you were out of that versus the days that you were in that. You have to start to retrain the think tank of all the bad things are expected to happen to me, and retrain this beautiful brain to think a new habit of positivity, of hope, of belief, of action, of I'm fed up, I'm done, it's a wrap, it cannot replay in here anymore. I need to flush this think tank out and replace it with my realistic environment where I won't self-harm, where I won't self-medicate, where I won't cut myself, where I won't body shame myself, where I won't be ashamed of myself. You have to take the old ways and habits and ails and afflictions that have been put on you and remove them and retrain yourself and modify your way of thinking. It is absolutely worth the cost versus you sacrificing so much of your time being spent pressing auto replay or staying on auto replay of the things that obviously come to take you out, that has obviously come to not do anything but kill, steal, and destroy you, your spirits, your dreams, your hopes, your visions, everything. We got to come from stuck. We got to come out of stuck. We got to close the door. We can't go through life picking up more bad habits to resemble anything that we used to swear one day we'll get out of that. How can you continue to go down those paths and pick up things that resemble something that you say, when I get a chance to get out of this, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z? No, my friend. You have to retrain yourself and modify your way of thinking. Stop saying you don't have time to do this. You have every ounce of every breath you take in your body to invest in you. You unapologetically invest in yourself. You have every right to. That is not an ask. That is not a what if, not a I might. That is a must to come out of the grief of the graveyard of depravity, to come out of the grief and the graveyard of suffering, sometimes suffering in silence. You got to come out of that. You have got to close doors on that. So do not pick any more things up that resemble that place where you know it was meant to kill, steal, and destroy you. Because the people that are sent to help you through those paths and help you through those valleys, it's expending energy, because good people do exist and they definitely really want to see you win. If people are investing in you, it's because y'all want to reciprocate for one another's healthy, not deposit into one another's toxicity that resemble everything that you say you wanted to come out of. Then my friend, you missing a picture and you went through in vain. And you're going to make other people sacrifice and suffer. Nor can you get upset when they step off because they don't choose to be a healthy person making healthy deposits into something that's dumping dirt and discord and strife. Okay? We want to see you win. It's a mutual thing. If I deposit in you and you win, I'm winning. When the days you don't feel like you winning and I come through and lock arms with you, we winning. Because guess what? We share on the winning team. Because we already know it's enough to go around. You ain't got to ever feel like you're here and someone else is there. When you're in the company of greatness, we share amongst that environment because it's a reciprocity. We give and take to one another to win, to succeed, to be healthy, to be happy, to be peaceful, to be joyous, to be servant leaders, to be infectious with hope, to be infectious, disseminating resources, building one another up, motivating each other. That's what it's all about. And when you sacrifice, instead of paying the price of what it costs you to lose everything, you're paying forward what it costs for you to gain and win so much more. Okay? I just had to come to you guys because I was full. And when I'm like this, I know God has a word for me. I know that I am to unleash to more than any number of people that I will ever know. Take what's for you. I'm going to take what's for me. And together, we're going to move forward and turn the page to tomorrow. God's love and peace to you all. God's grace to you. And have a good evening wherever you are. And until next time, I'm Ava Cherie.